people. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered outside the headquarters of the country's governing party, the Democratic Alliance for Peace, calling for peaceful elections. Mali is still under a state of emergency. The clashes come just 2 months before the country goes to the polls. The march was organized by the country's banned opposition coalition for alternation change. A policeman and journalists were also injured in the scuffles that ensued as police used batons and tear gas to disperse the crowds. The country's security minister justified the police action, saying it was to prevent associations from disrupting public order. The ministry further alleges that demonstrators insulted the police. Mali's election is scheduled for the 29th of July, with around 15 candidates running for president. The country's president, Ibrahim Boubacar Keita, announced running for a second term last week. Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo won plaudits last year when he called for an end to a dependence on foreign aid. But unemployment is high and inequality remains widespread, and thousands still seek to leave the country every year.
Ghana is predicted to have the fastest rate of economic growth in the world this year, but many still look to North Africa and beyond for prosperity. Here in Sunyani, a new information centre has been set up to dissuade them.
We have documentaries, pictures of what transpired there. We use all those things to educate them and to tell them that it is not easy, even in Libya, let alone even getting to Europe. It is still not easy as they think.
Horror stories, though, don't put off people from attempting the treacherous journey across the desert. Ernest, a car mechanic in Dorma, spent 20 years in Libya and wants to go back, despite the dangers.
Tell us, dangerous. But dangerous here in Ghana is the same dangerous. Because you don't work. Why you stay here? I have children and child and my mother and family. But I know the danger. But they go there because they don't go. Where is the money or where is the work?
Albert graduated 5 years ago and hasn't been able to land a steady job. Like his own father and brother, who were also in Libya, he's saving up to make the journey north.
If you know that you are from poor background, the only thing you could do is to be there so that you can change the family, you can change yourself. If only you don't die or you don't draw in water.
Ghana's government recently launched a program to get 100,000 young people into work. Like many of his friends, Bismarck has already applied.
It's a program for the graduates, and the maximum pay you are going to earn is 700 Ghana cedi. I think that one is the best approach for the government to sustain the unemployment situation in Ghana for a while.
President Akufo-Addo has said it's time to prove to the world that Ghana and Africa can grow without foreign aid. But first, he'll have to convince all his people to stay.
Yes.